meeting. So Pritam ji, you can start with your introduction and then I'll interact with you for 15-20 minutes.
Okay, my name is Pritam Vijay Shah. I have bachelor's degree in chemical engineering completed in 1998, and then I did master's in petroleum engineering in year 2000. Since then, for last 20 years, I'm working in oil well drilling industry in India and abroad. So basically, I work almost like 14 years in Oman, UAE, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia. My last assignment was with Saudi Aramco, that's world's largest oil exploration company. I worked there for 7 years, and I quit the job previous year due to personal reasons. So prior to that, I started with Carvi in stockbroking and mutual fund business. So that was in my absence, my wife was taking care of, since my work rotation was 1 month work and 1 month off. So every alternate month I was in India and I was in abroad.
Okay.
So basically I had idea to transform into the business. So that's how, that was the preparation. So this is the basic idea about my previous experience.
Okay. So, Pritam ji, as you have started your CFP video lecture journey, you can say in month of July, okay, July 2020, and now you completed almost 1 month in video lectures. So, may I know that what is the motivation for basically starting a CFP learning journey?
See, basically, financial field is a very complex field with complex financial products. Previously, like since I started my earning, I started investing in various stocks, mutual funds, fixed deposits, real estate, various financial assets. But unfortunately, I couldn't get a right advice from the different relationship managers, different product companies. I invested a good amount of money and incurred a very huge capital loss due to the improper advice and improper allocation of the asset, improper entry. So my idea was to learn myself, because it's very difficult to get the right advice. So my idea is to learn myself, manage my own wealth, and then this experience can be helpful for my friends, my relatives, and for the society. And basically, if you see what I learned about certified financial planning, it's a highest qualification in personal finance, and it's all manages the wealth in a proper way, in a ethics. So considering the various aspects of financial planning, I wanted to learn this and implement for my personal benefit as well as for the clients. So that's why I am interested in doing this, and I enrolled for this course.
Okay, okay. So now you have completed your 1 month journey, and I always educate my participant. Okay, first you have to become a logical and wise investor, and then you can basically work as a financial planner. Because once you are logical and so you can say wise investor, then you can help your friend, colleague, relative, which is we can say a client, okay, to become a logical and wise investor. So may I know that what are your key learning, okay, in last 1 month in video lectures?
In last 1 month, first I understood what is the CFP, the complete course journey, how it will be, the various aspects of financial planning, right from the setting the goals, setting the realistic goals. First of all, identify the goals, setting the goals, realistic goals, and then the way to achieve the goals. So to make use of various asset classes, considering, understanding the risk, so risk involved in the product, and then see if we can manage it in a proper way. So first of all was the goal planning. The another thing is what I learned about the debt planning, and third thing is about the loan planning. So mostly the people get into the debt traps. So it's a most important activity for the certified financial planner is to give the proper advice for the clients, okay, in a positive spirit, so that we should not be a product centric, but we should be a client centric, and to help him to become debt free, to help him to reduce his EMI, to help him to achieve his financial goals, not just looking at the returns of the various products, but to understanding the risk of the product first of all, and to see if he can manage. And if he cannot, then we need to understand his assets and liabilities, and if we see what are his expenditure pattern, and we can try to reduce his expenses, try to reduce the interest of the loan, try to reduce all his uh, expenses in a way that he can accumulate more wealth to achieve his goals.
Good, very good. So let me ask a different question to Pritam ji, because for me you are first in investor category, okay? And once you complete the your training and certification by March 2021, then you will transform yourself into also a good financial planner, independent financial planner. So may I know that in case if you had a this course exposure, and if I say that in different word, if you have started this course before 10 year, okay, or if you got a qualified and experienced certified financial planner before 10 years, so what could be the difference in your wealth today? Suppose your wealth is today, example is 100, okay. Now if you had a qualified experienced certified financial planner in 2010, or you say that if you have started your learning journey in 2010, so what is the difference in your wealth today?
Um, See, basically, if I would have done this 10 years before, you would have seen me in a completely different way. I mean, my way of thinking, my way of expenditure, my way of saving, way of understanding the products, and in a more disciplined way, more logical way, rather than doing the investments in a emotionally. So I would have understood all the risk involved in the product before investing into any asset class. Okay, allocation of the financial products, real estate, gold, PPF account, debt, all kind of varieties. And if you see the financial wise, I would have like this 100 rupees. If I would have, at least it would be 300x now, 300 times, because I lost a lot of huge capital first of all, and my wealth couldn't grow at all. I mean, my CAGR, if you see, it was rather than getting some consistent profit, consistent returns, the portfolio becomes like a negative, so it was giving a negative returns. So in fact I couldn't achieve even the inflation adjusted returns as well. So this is the right time to start the CFP, but unfortunately I missed that. I didn't manage it to do it before, but I would be extremely lucky if I would have understood the concept of CFP and got the right coach and right course at the right time. But unfortunately, whenever you come to know, so there is not late. So today also, I think I'm lucky that I got to know the information about the CFP course, and I am associated with a good coach.
Good, thank you very much. So message is loud and clear. Why I ask ki Pritam ji, okay, could make at least 10x or 20x of amount, okay, and without taking too much of risk, because what he said very clearly, as a traditional, okay, as a normal investor, there are chances that because you are engaged in earning the money, because he was in very good job into Middle East, okay, you can say one of the world's leader Emarco for a long period, so he must have earned a good income, and he must have saved also, but because of that allocation of that saving was not into right product, because he was not having the when you can say aware about the products or about the risk, so he end up with the capital loss. And that's how, suppose he had invested example 100 rupees, today he has only 25 rupees, okay. I'm talking about in the last 10 years, if he had invested 100 rupees, okay, it is a 25 only, but in case same 100 rupees he has invested over a period of time with us, okay, as a CFP practitioner, okay, chances that it would be of 400 rupees. So message is that today 25 and 400, so it is almost, you understand, there is a difference is more than 10-12x of corpus, okay. So now when you connect with the Pritam Shahji as a friend, colleague, relative, or as an investor, Okay, and when you basically share your data about your income, expense, asset, liabilities, or you can say openly discuss about your goals, so he can create a one basic financial plan. And if you follow the financial plan, so first advantage is that, okay, there is a very lower probability of getting a negative return in a long term or capital loss in the long term, and as well as you have a moderate risk and achieve your goal with moderate return. Okay, so now Pritam ji, let me continue discussion. Okay, so now when you have thought of CFP certification, okay, there were two options. Okay, one is one can go with self study, okay, or other education provided. Then why you have opted with Keyur Shah CFP coaching?
See, about the CFP, initially I thought of doing the CFP. I tried to take some information from our internet. I come to know about couple of institutes. And then I started looking in deep to see who is the actually the right person, who is the best institute in India. And I come to know about yourself as a Mr. Keyur Shah, as the best financial coach in India. Another thing is I gone through your website and I seen the testimonials and I like that. I was really impressed with this. Apart from that, I seen couple of few videos. To name a few, I could say one of the video of Mrs. Charmisha, CFP, and another one is with Mr. Ankit Salwa, who is also a successful CFP participant who studied in your coaching. So I'm impressed with that, and I see the goal of doing CFP can be fulfilled with you in first attempt, and with proper knowledge, with proper attitude, with energy, with discipline. So I was convinced fully that yes, I can do it better. And so I thought that rather than going for doing self-study, so it's good to have a coach, and it's the right coach, okay? Because guru has always an importance in everyone's life. Like even if you are in KG or primary education, secondary education, university, or even in the life, you need a person who motivates you, who gives you a lot of information, who understands you, who corrects you, okay? So I find all these qualities with yourself, and looking at all this, I got so much impressed. So I thought, okay, it's the time now to just go ahead and enroll it, and let's do it.
Good, very good. Thank you very much. So when you started your journey, okay, I like to go little in detail, because you started in month of March. Then there is a misunderstanding, and I want to discuss also. So any participant who are watching video CFP aspirant, they got also clarity. Okay, so when there is a started in March, then there was a lockdown. We disconnected again. You started in July. So now, what are the how did you find the live recorded lectures? Okay, and how you are basically learning, and in case if you are getting any challenges, how your challenges are sorted out by the team of co-mentor and mentor?
See, basically, I would say like I enrolled in March, but it was by mistake. I couldn't pay attention to your instructions. I couldn't get the financial calculator right in time, and due to lockdown, I couldn't get that calculator. So it was not possible to study. Okay, first of all, this was the first time I was doing on the video learning and self-study mode. So I had some confusion, and I couldn't follow your instructions. So basically, like I was feeling like sitting in a classroom and expecting like a spoon feeding. But yes, it took time to understand me. Okay, and really that enthusiasm is required. Really, that spirit is required from inside. You can't force someone. You can't just give the material and he can't do it. First of all, one need to understand for that it's his goal and he need to complete that. And for that, he has to look at the teacher and follow his, trust the mentor, trust the coach, and follow what he says. And that's how, when I realized, I started in a high energy, with spirit, with positive attitude in July. Okay, so so I started with the first set of 12 DVDs. I completed that. It was very nicely mentioned, each and every DVD, with what is the CFP, how we should attend the exam, what's the exam pattern, how are the examples, and the real life examples are given apart from the CFP syllabus. So So classroom questions and answers. So everything is given. Along with that, there are practical assignments, evening assignments. So it's like a systematic pattern. So even with just watching that, and if you have a common sense, you can understand the things. And any doubt is, if you have any doubt, so I had a good support from yourself and with my co-mentor as well. So if I have any question, I can call, I can discuss on phone. So normally like couple of hours you allotted, and the evening time also you extending your support. So that's really awesome. So I think it's very easy. And if you have, if you've done your homework, if you are given time 3 to 4 hours a day, so I think it's possible. So it's excellent DVDs and excellent support from you.
Okay, thank you very much. So message is कि when you as a CFP aspirant you enroll, you are new to the learning journey. Okay, so it is very important that you have to follow your coach in spirit, because before deciding a coach, definitely you can do a 10x research. Okay, but once you have decided your coach, then definitely only option is that you have to follow in spirit. Then you will be able to get it the best quality result for you. Because if you don't follow, then chances that you may get a average, or sometime you may quit the journey of certification. Okay, or in case if you even pass that, you cannot get the benefit. So here when he started with the video lectures, the from my side I shared very clear expectations, okay, about the live recorded video lectures journey, co-mentor, mentor support. But because of he thought of different thing, but then after 3 years, once we have started, he realized, and then he started investing quality 4 to 5 hours per day in early morning, and started doing training in spirit, solving the practice assignment, practical application, so which helped them to basically not only learn the subject matter, but it will help them to become a first logical and wise investor. And then once you complete the certification, you can help your friend, colleague to become a logical and wise investors. Okay, so now if we move ahead, so let's start with the practical applications. So I always believe that one should do a qualitative practical application, average one practical application day, with twin objective. One, that you get opportunity to basically express or communicate your knowledge to someone, so it will help you to retain the subject also. And secondly, you get confident that after post CFP, this is the job I have to do as an independent financial planner, or as a financial planner working into a mid-size or small-size financial planning firm. So if I am doing that kind of practical application from today itself every day, so there could be a teething problem in journey in first month, but once you have put it in the practice, then you will enjoy the practical application also, and you will be more happy when someone implement your practical application. So how is your experience about practical application? Let first start with you, and then you can discuss about the your friends and family member.
Yeah, first of all, slowly I'm understanding the concepts. Okay, so I understood what to be done, where are the expenses going, how to cut down the expenses. I find out my own goals first. Okay, and and I'm working on that. So how to achieve these goals in a best possible way. Okay, so like first of all, like everyone has like short term, medium term and long term goals, but need to understand, even myself, I was investing randomly, I was investing looking at the returns. Okay, so I found out what are my goals: short term goal, medium term goal, long term goal. So 0 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years and 11 plus. So once having these goals in mind, okay, I put everything on the paper. Okay, and seen what is the cash flow and how much is required, because right now the investment is scattered. So I'm working on the plan to uh, redeem some of the mutual funds, redeem some of the investments whenever the time allows, and looking at the penalties and exit loads and all that, and to prepare a plan to achieve in a goal in a best possible way. So this is for myself. And Now, uh, I discussed with some of my friends, relatives, and some of the potential clients about this. And some clients, prospective clients, they shared their information.
Hmm.
Okay. So, and as I see, like moreover, what I find that people have some objections in sharing the data. They think that why we need to give all the data. So I need to explain them. See, looking at, I'm doing a certified financial planning course. It's like a financial wellness coach. Okay. So my role will be a as a your representative. So
Hmm.
so some people, they got the information, they understood the message clearly, and they shared the data.
Hmm.
Okay. So basically the people, they are investing in the same fashion, and investments are scattered.
Hmm.
So I made them to realize what are their goals. So, and immediate goals, they found out like child's education
Hmm.
as a immediate short term goal. He want to buy a car in next 7 years. That's a medium term loan. And for a daughter's marriage after 11 years, that is a long term goal.
Hmm.
And looking at that, no any arrangement was done, no any proper investment was done to achieve this goal.
Hmm.
So once they realize that they have invested in some gold, silver, and some bank FDs, or even into the cooperative banks,
Hmm.
so some NCDs, but they don't know what's their future value, how much post tax returns they are going to get. And whenever their goals are required, I mean when the time is there for the required to give the money for the child's education, there
Hmm.
is no any liquidity.
Hmm.
So I made them to realize that, and to start working on a way to fulfill that goal.
Hmm.
So the person understood the message. I made the calculations for him for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, for the 5 years of the education amount required, fees required for him. Apart from that, for a medium term goal for the car, and for the long term goal for the child's education,
Hmm.
child's marriage. And
Hmm.
I given him various options like
Okay. So,
6%,
uh,
8%.
sorry to interrupt you. Let me share that long-term goal screen with all, so you
Yeah,
can explain, so your client can has a clarity how you can help them.
yeah, sure.
Is it visible to you
Not yet.
now?
Uh, no, sir.
Let me just do it once again.
Need to screen share.
Now,
Yes.
okay. So now you can explain one long-term goal you are discussing.
Yes, this is the part of my practical assignment. I met a client
Hmm.
and inform him about myself, introduce myself,
Hmm.
okay, and explain, educate him about the need of financial planning,
Hmm.
okay, understood the way he's investing and identified his goals. So client was open and he shared all his information. So one of his long-term goals was for the daughter's marriage. So this they need, after 11 years they expect the daughter to get married. I got the information from the client the way if he want to have the marriage as on today, so what could be the expected cost as on today.
Hmm.
So so the current cost of the marriage is 15 lakh rupees as shared by the client.
Hmm.
Considering the inflation of 6%, so I work on a calculated first the inflation adjusted corpus for this 15 lakh rupees. So considering 6% as a interest, 15 lakh rupees your present value, 11 years is the tenure, and the future value was calculated with this calculation.
Hmm.
Okay. And this future value was 28 lakh 47,448 rupees.
Hmm.
Okay. So if you can scroll down a little bit, we can see the screen. Yes. So future value is 28 lakh 47,448 rupees. To achieve this goal in a best possible way, we need to understand the risk profile. So for the client, I have given the four options. So one is with the 6%, another is with the 8%, third one is with the 10%, and fourth is with the 12%. So if the client is conservative, he can go with the government bonds or bank deposits or even the post office investments. So with the 6% of rate of interest, he need to pay 15,355 rupees every month for span of 11 years. The another one is with 8%, 13,670 rupees. This sum he can invest into the corporate FDs. So with the AAA rating for the consistently 3 to 5 years, he need to see like Bajaj Finance, HDFC. So like this, just to, I'm not recommending that, but just to give the example. So he can consider that this is a little risky than government bonds, but yes, with having the AAA rating, he can think of that. So 30,670 rupees will be the monthly investment. Then the third option for him is 12,156 rupees with 10% rate of interest. So that is with the balanced mutual funds. So in balanced mutual funds, 40%, almost like 40% of the allocation is into the debt and 60% in the equity. So there are hybrid, conservative as well as aggressive hybrid debt funds. So client can consider this option as well. And considering this is a long-term goal for 11 years, if client can, he want to save some money in every month of EMI, so he can think of 10,799 with 12% with a equity fund. So diversified equity fund. So these are the options. So based on the client's risk profile, so he can choose the best which is suited for him.
Good, very good. So good, very good, Pritamji. Our objective till the time Pritamji shared that when 10 years before he started his investment or he was doing the investment, it is more about the focusing on the short-term investment or achieving the high return. But when you meet and discuss with qualified and experienced certified financial planner, and I'm happy that right now Pritamji is basically aiming to complete his certification by March 2021 and going through a training. So if you meet and share your data, okay, share data means your goal, short term, medium term, long term goal. So Pritam ji can prepare a your basic, or you can say comprehensive financial plan about your short term goal, medium term goal, long term goal, and then suggest the basket of suitable product to achieve that goal. At this juncture, okay, he is into training, so he is not going to charge any fee, and whenever he has prepared any financial plan, he will share the plan with us, and we will, as a coach and mentor, we will validate the plan. So it is basically prepared by the in consultation, or you can say in guidance of the qualified and experienced certified financial planner only. Okay, and post CFP definitely will be charging a fixed fee. So it is a good time for you that if you want to have a preparing your comprehensive plan without paying any fee, you can get this opportunity till December 2020, and post definitely he'll be charging a fixed amount of fee, 5,000, 10,000 for writing a comprehensive financial plan. Okay, so now Pritamji, if we conclude our journey of discussion, okay, what are the one or two key messages you would like to give to the investors?
Yeah, my message is for the investor is that don't fall in a fake traps. There are many schemes available in the market. You can see many advertisements in newspapers, in magazines, in fact, on the social media right now with the Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So giving 5 to 10% monthly returns, 15 to 20% monthly returns, or doubling your capital in a short span of time. So kind of these messages. So they need to verify. They need to understand the risk profile. They need to understand the product. They need to scrutinize the things. Okay, they need to see the testimonials. They understand first their risk profile and whether they want, why they want to do the investment there, because there is no any shortcut. Okay, so first need to identify the risk, their own risk. If apart from that, they need to see if that is a surplus amount, because their first priority should be to fulfill their goals, short-term goal, medium-term goal, and long-term goal. Okay, and apart from that, they need to create some retirement corpus or emergency funds. So without understanding the product, they should not invest randomly anywhere. So this is the main thing. and they need to get a proper guidance from the certified financial planner. So who can help, who is there, his friend, his well-wisher, and who can guide him for the right asset allocation and rebalancing his portfolio. So this is my message for the investors.
Good. So, thank you very much, Pritam ji, for basically sharing your valuable story. And I am sure that it is going to be very helpful to many investors, because every time I see that in most cases, 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 cases, as an investor, okay, they, as a, you can say, professional, okay, they work very hard to earn the money, okay, but I can conclude that ki Pritam ji is an engineer, postgraduate engineer, having a very good domain expertise in uh, petroleum, or you can say in his domain expertise. But it is not only sufficient to build a financial freedom, or you can say achieve the financial independence. So it is like a, if you want to run a cycle, you need a two wheel. So if you, even a doctor, even you are an engineer, and if you have a expertise of your field, it is like a having a one wheel of the cycle, okay. But when you add the domain expertise of personal finance, okay, so it is like a, you are adding one more wheel, so it will be a very useful to achieve a financial independence faster and also enjoy your life journey. And we are today in pandemic since last couple of months, with gods know how many months is going to take, how many job losses happened in last 6 months, or how many is going to happen. So it is a new normal for country or world. So it is very important that key, it is a mandate for every investor family to get a domain expertise. One is in own field, and second into personal finance. In case if you don't want to invest your time and money in learning the personal finance way the Pritam ji is doing, then you need to appoint the qualified and experienced certified financial planner, pay the fixed amount of fee, okay, which is a 5,000, 10,000 minimum starting, okay, and that certified financial planner will prepare a comprehensive financial plan. Today someone, today if anyone says me which product I should buy, which fund I should buy, I always say that ki, until you don't have a plan, I can't give you any solution, okay. So one should avoid any random investment, okay, whether it is into a direct equity or into a insurance product. Once you have your comprehensive financial plan is prepared, then automatically you end up with the good habit. You will likely to leave your bad habit, like what Pritamji talk about, intraday F&O or some kind of uh, option trading, where many of the people are talking about 5% per month return or 10% per month return. Okay, they show only one side of the game, and in one side there are always few people in particular month they earn that money, okay, but 80% have lost that money. So they will show you a 1 out of 10 who has earned the money 5%, 10% in a month, but they will never talk about the people which are the majority, 90%, they have lost the money. Okay, so once you have your comprehensive financial plan is prepared, you will not have any inclination, or you can say you will not like to do that kind of short term or intraday F&O or some kind of emotional investment, and you will like to stick to your long term strategy, and you will focus on your professional or personal activity, instead of investing time into the capital market or learning the all these technical analysis and wasting your time. So this is a very good opportunity for all Pritamji's friend, colleague, relative. Pritamji has started a new journey of his life, where he is learning one of the international, learning the personal financial and portfolio wellness planning, okay, and he is going to complete the one of the best certification in personal financial planning, is a certified financial planner by next year, okay. So I request you can give your time to them, prepare your financial plan with help of Pritamji, and in case Pritamji has any question, queries, he can come back to us, even if you wish, we can also provide you a solution. So I thank you very much, Pritamji, for sharing your detailed story, and I am sure that this story is going to inspire many professional investor to plan their personal finance in a structured way to avoid the problems in the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.